Welcome, everybody, especially all of you coaches. Super excited that you took some time out of what I know is a busy schedule. I've got lots of friends, and you're going to hear from some coaches tonight, and we're going to share with you an opportunity, something that you can grab a hold of and utilize all of the skills, all of your coaching skills, your teaching skills, your competitive skills. We like to call it, we're redefining an age-old industry for the new age entrepreneur, and our company is called New Age. We're a new social selling company, but don't let the selling part scare you. What we do is we just teach and coach people how to take care of their health and how to improve their finances. And I get the privilege tonight to introduce to you several coaches, but first I get to introduce to you Coach Niblett. Now, Coach has been he's been coaching for over 28 years. He's been a head coach. He's currently the offensive coordinator at Hoover High School. Coach, I know you're busy and you've been through a lot and you've been coaching for a lot of years. Would you mind just sharing your story and how you started on this journey and really what grabbed your attention when you saw this model? And you'll probably have to unmute yourself.
That would help. Well, thanks for having me on. It's good to see everybody. For me, I'm the son of a coach. So ever since I could walk, I've been on the field, and, staying in shape and trying to be fit has always been important to me. When I finished playing ball and got married and started raising a family, it was still important. When I was about 30, it kind of transitioned from all the weightlifting I've been doing in high school and college to more of running. And about 20 years ago, I picked up distance running, and that was kind of my go-to. My metabolism was at a point to where I could still pretty much eat whatever I wanted to, and then I would just go run it off. And that was basically how I stayed, somewhat fit. But, with age, things change. And after 20 years of running, I had my hip replaced a couple of years ago. And when that happened, I had to kind of redirect my thought process as far as exercising and trying to continue, being at some type of fitness level that I wanted to be. So that made it a little bit more difficult. The recovery time after exercising was a lot longer, so it was a bit of an adjustment. So when that'd been going on for a couple of years, and I've kind of worked through it, and about 3 months ago, Coach Myra Miles, who's on here tonight, a good friend of mine, we go back 8 or 10 years. She was actually our athletic director here at Hoover, and I had the opportunity to speak with her on the phone, and she was telling me about the company and these outstanding products. And anytime somebody talks to you and somebody that you trust and have a relationship with, it's at least worth looking into. And, one of the things, and we've got a lot of coaches on here tonight, it takes a lot of energy for what we do, to consistently devote time to nurturing and develop the young people that we come in contact with every day. And that's what makes our profession so great, is we have that opportunity each and every day to make a difference in someone's life. But it takes energy and it takes focus to do that. So that was one of the things that I was kind of looking for. And, I don't mind telling you, I'm 51. I have passed the 50-year-old barrier. So my metabolism is not what it used to be. And so after I talked with Myra, I looked at the products and researched it and listened to what she did. And when I heard Dr. Ginger explain the products and the detail that goes into it, and with coaching, we're all detail oriented. We want to know the ins and outs, and, everybody sees the result of the play or whatever it is, the game. Okay. But, coaches realize it's the process, it's the day-to-day stuff. It's the minute by minute stuff and segmenting, and that's what leads to success. And so when I saw that and saw how detailed it was and saw how, everything that goes into your body, is clean and it comes from, God's earth, that piqued my interest right then. And so for me, it was all about the product to start with, and having done it for 3 months now, I've lost 15 pounds of the weight I needed to. You know, my recovery time, I work out just every day, but Sunday, I have no issues with my hip. I mean, everything that I thought it would be, it has been. And then on the other side of it, you know, when I found out that, hey, there's also an opportunity to make a little extra income, and I knew I was going to take the products. I was going to take them regardless. But when I found out that there was an opportunity to create another line of income and basically be able to put money back in my pocket and be able to still take the products, you know, that intrigued me. And, you know, none of us got in this profession to make money. It is what it is, you know, and so that's something that as coaches that we all have to take a look at. And that's something I had to take a look at. And for me, you know, from the health side of it, first off, it gave me the benefits and the things that I needed, and my family, because my family's on the products as well. But on the financial side, it also allowed me to set up a stream of residual income on top of what I'm already doing. So, you know, that's kind of my story and kind of how I got here.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Guys, and you know, talking about timing in anything, right? There's a right time for just about everything in life. Well, our company, when you talk about finances, we pay out an industry high. So it would be like you're going to be a football coach, and there's two schools that are, you know, very similar, but one's going to pay in many cases almost twice as much. Which job do you take? Now, I know you don't do it for the money, but money's nice, right? We all need money to do things and to survive, really, to pay our bills. You can build and you know, maybe Coach Niblett, you can just expand on this a little bit, but how nice is it to be able to still do everything that you're doing, to not be distracted from football, but yet be able to have a global business that you can run from your phone? You're muted.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sure it's like this for a lot of the coaches that are on tonight. You know, coaching's got it. No matter what sport you coach, you know, it's a 365 year-round job, even in the summer. You know, so it's not like when the school session's over in the spring that we can go get, you know, extra job or get a part-time job on the side, you know, to make a little extra income. Just, you know, it's just hard to physically do that. And so, you know, what I found is, first off, with a very minimal investment that I made, you know, to become a brand partner, I've already doubled that, getting that back. And everything that I do business wise, I do on this right here. You know, just sitting in my recliner and work the business. And that's the great thing of it. I mean, for me, it was two questions for me, Aaron. And real quick, when I first got introduced, all right, the four things I asked myself, all right, was, instead of just going out and just researching it, I researched what would keep me from doing it. Okay. Number one was, is this something that would benefit me and my family from a health standpoint, first of all? And that was an easy check mark. All right. Is it something there's a need and a want for in the world? Well, I think especially with the year that we just had, you know, I think we all know the answer to that. Is it a company that's going to be sustainable? You know, and I know you're probably going to get into this, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but, you know, it's not just one product. It's a house of brands. So that showed me right there that this is something that's here to stay. And then the last thing is there a way to, you know, to make money? And when I was able to answer all four of those, it came down to, can I afford it versus can I afford not to do it? Can I afford to do it versus can I afford not to do it? And for me, it was the latter.
Love it. Absolutely, guys. And again, from your phone, you can build literally a global business. We have corporate offices in over 25 markets around the world. Our CEO, Brent Willis, you know, he's extremely smart. He was actually a top of his class, West Point grad. He helped develop and implement a strategy which became the world's largest beer conglomerate. He also was the youngest president of Coca-Cola. And he set out to really change the beverage industry, and met some guys with a direct sales company that were also changing an industry. They came together here several months ago, and they have created a company unlike anything I've ever seen. They're literally redefining this industry even as we speak, and we get to be a part of it. And what we're tapping into is that new direct to consumer. I mean, be honest, you guys, how many of you have ordered something and had it sent to your house? It seems like, my neighbors every day, the UPS truck is there, or the FedEx truck, right? They're dropping stuff off. So you and I now can tap into that new model of direct to consumer simply using our phone. And so I get to now introduce to you Coach Johns, and Coach Johns has also been coaching for 23 plus years. Man, he's got a whole resume, 15 years, Texas high school football coach. He was a head football coach at Wichita Falls in high school. He's currently the head powerlifting and defensive coordinator of Lovejoy High School. But Coach Johns, I know you've experienced because of your wife and a previous experience with this industry, but what really stuck out for you, and why are you putting some of your energy? I know you're heavily involved in your coaching, but you're also putting some energy here.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to set this up, Aaron, and for inviting Whitney and I to be a part of it. Why do we devote our time to it? One, because it works. Whitney and I, in 2017, we were approached by a good friend of mine, as a guy that I actually worked with, and it was I wanted to change from a health and wellness standpoint. The demands of the profession, the cycle, the kind of the yearly cycle that you go through as a coach. You go through the season, your body runs down, you take a couple of months to recover, and then you kind of get back to normal and you do it all over again. I wanted something different. I was 44 years old. I wanted to optimize my health and wellness and just really, maximize that. Whitney, my wife, was an elementary school teacher. She was a counselor. And so I say this because the reality of what happened for us can happen for anybody. We partnered with great people, and over, we applied the lessons that we had learned professionally and that we chose to live our lives by personally. And within 13 months, it earned over $1 million. And still to this day, our paycheck last week with New Age RX in 1 week was more than my monthly paycheck, and 23 years as a teacher and a coach. So, we're here because, one, it works. Two, it's an opportunity to go out and help and serve other people.
Absolutely. And then, by the way, you guys, I just want to let you know, there is an income disclosure statement, just so you know. This is work. You do got to do something to get something. But what I love about it is it's up to you, right, Jason? I mean, it's hard work, but the work is worth it because you're already doing this in your life anyway, right? You're already coaching kids. Why not coach other people to help them become better versions of themselves? Can you talk really quick, Coach, about just what you've done, just redirecting your spending and now spending it on products that are maybe better for you, but you're actually getting paid back, and it's part of what you're currently doing?
Absolutely. Before we got into, like I said a few years ago, I was, how much money was I spending on Diet Cokes, on coffee, on running down to, grabbing a Subway sandwich or a hamburger, just trying to, go from one thing to the next. And so it really is redirected spending. And the great thing about our company is it literally is a house of brands, whether it's the health and wellness aspect of it, the energy drink aspect of it, the skincare aspect of it, or the personal care aspect of it. There's literally something here for everyone. And there's lots of good companies out there, and there's lots of good products out there. But like Coach Niblett said, ours are exceptional. And, it's comforting to have the peace of mind to know that, you can put the absolute best products in your body or on your skin, and sharing that with your own family and with your friends. And what it goes back to, and Coach alluded to it, is just the intentionality, just like what we do as coaches, the intentionality, the attention to detail within our formulations, within the sourcing of our products, which goes back to, Aaron's wife, Dr. Ginger, and our scientific advisory board. And so, when you take all that into account, whatever it is that you're wanting, whatever it is that you're needing, whatever it is that you're, spending money on right now, well, here's an opportunity to redirect that, to invest that into yourself. And so the great thing about it, one, you're going to get the products at a discount. Two, like Aaron said, they're going to be delivered to your home. Three, they're better than anything else you can get out there. But then at the same time, you can earn income off of just the products that you purchase. And when people see the changes in you, they're going to want to know. So why wouldn't you want an opportunity to share that with somebody else, to pay that gift forward, and to help others within their own journey? And so all of that together, that is just a huge win all the way around.
Absolutely. You guys, and we do have a house of brands, and we keep adding product, we keep improving products, we keep reformulating and looking for best in class. And that's what you're going to find here. Products that work, products that deliver. And like they both mentioned, both coaches mentioned, we have a brand strategy. So we're not done. We keep adding other brands. We've got other companies wanting to partner with us because of what we're doing in the industry, right? We are literally allowing everybody that's a part of this to win with their health, win with their finances. And again, the other thing that I like, going back to Coach Niblett, right? When he pulled up his phone, he's monetizing his phone. Somebody said this, and it's so true, right? It's only a smartphone if it's making you money, right? You guys, and this allows you and I to monetize our influence by simply sharing world-class products, and people just redirect their spending. We've got protection for those of you that have been around this industry. This is the only company in the industry that actually was willing to put in writing protection for you, your business, your family, against egregious changes being made. And there's just so much more. But as we wrap it up, I'm going to ask Coach Palmer to just kind of take this whole package. And Coach, you actually were former head coach, football coach at Alabama. You were the coach of the year. You were, you were the athletic director, you've been a principal, but you were able to walk away because you chose to, not because you had to, because you chose to, because of this industry in the financial aspect that it meant to you and your family. And you now are taking all of your skills and all your abilities and literally building teams all over the world with this company. So Coach, could you just kind of walk us through, your journey and then wrap this up for us?
Absolutely, Aaron. I'm sitting here, I'm smiling, and I'm reliving, the days and on the gridiron and in the school and dealing with kids. And it's a calling. It's why we all got involved in the coaching profession, in the teaching profession. And I was a principal and an athletic director. And I'll tell you where I found myself. I love what I did. I love spending time, just like Coach Niblett and Coach Johns, love spending time with the kids. But at the end of the day, what happened was we took some kids in to live with us from an unfortunate home situation, and we got kids of our own. And what I realized was I was coaching, I was serving, I was doing everything, but I started to watch my income and my lifestyle of raising kids, the mortgage, the car payments, just run neck and neck. And some months, the mortgage and the lifestyle and the raising the kids went above what I was making. And so when everything shuts down at night, it just does not make you feel very comfortable about the future and your finances and what happens as I do age in this profession. And so that's when I was approached about this industry. And I never saw myself doing this, but then I looked and I said, you know what? I need a side hustle. I need something on the side that could make a car payment, that could make a mortgage payment, that could just take some of the stress off. And that's really why I got into the industry. Tad, Coach Niblett, talked about he got in for the products. I got in to make some money. I got in to make some extra income. And, the products started working in my body, Aaron, and that's just what happened. I started using the products. I lost some weight. I had more energy. I was feeling better. And then I just started sharing it. And Aaron, what happened, and I put this image up, again, this is no income claim, but this is kind of the route that happened to me over the course of 2 years. I started sharing it. Other people started using the products in our community. We know people. Like we've spent a career in education. So we know people in our community that know people in other areas. And what happened was the product started networking because they were so good. And I looked up and my organization had grown to over 1,300 people in about a 15-month span. Well, it's just pure spending power. If over 1,300 people spend $5 a day, I mean, people today go to go to Starbucks and they spend more than $5. I mean, so you just take for good premium products that people will go back and reorder month over month before the benefits. I look up and I've got over $200,000 a month of business funneling through my organization because of the power of the products and because of the networking power. And what it did, Aaron, was it created true long-term residual income for our family. And then at that point, I had options. I didn't have to leave education. I love Coach John's path because he's still coaching. They're $1 million earners in the industry, but they're still doing their passion. I love that. And I look at Coach Niblett. Coach Niblett's not going to give up coaching, but this can be a pathway that just, he's going to be able to help more people by doing this industry. And that's what I saw. So, 2 years in, I realized that we wanted to expand and build a global business. And I ended up leaving education, but I'm still teaching and coaching every single day. And one of the reasons, Aaron, because of that is because we created what we call the play. And I'm smiling from ear to ear because all these coaches are going to get it. It's just a first down. It's getting that first down for that brand new person. So I have a lot of people always ask me, hey, Coach Palmer, how do you get started? Like, what's the game plan here? And I said, that's what I love, because everybody thinks this industry is all about selling. But imagine this. You get started with us tonight. What do we really want you to do? Do you realize for less than $30, you can lock your spot and be a part of this company that no one knows our name? I mean, we are right on the edge of a $500 million company and growing, and no one knows our name. And here's the beauty. For less than $30, you can get started, lock your spot. Then what? We just want you to pick a pack of products to use yourself. For really less than the price of a kid's Xbox or a baseball bat these days, $370, you can pick a pack of products. We got a lot of different varieties, but you start to experience the products just like Coach Niblett did, just like Coach Johns did, just like I did. And you start to create that transformation, right? We focus on your immune system, right? We focus on just feeling better. We focus on more energy. We focus on maybe you need to lose a little extra weight or balance the hormones in the body, or just to get an overall balance with clean products. That's what we do with that pack. And here's the beauty. We have other options, Aaron. Some people want to go big. Sometimes coaches want to go big. And we've got a package that we call our Ultimate Pack. You can reach out to the person that got you on this and find out about them. But the Ultimate Pack even qualifies you for more in the business. It's kind of the serious business builder pack. But here's the game plan. As you're experiencing the products, everybody says, man, I got to believe in this, right? Before I can share it. Absolutely. That's what the product pack is for you to experience it. And then you start to share. And here's the beauty. You bring on 4 brand partners to do just what you did, and 4 customers, you return your initial purchase money right back in your pocket. So you've got that first down. Aaron, over a decade ago, I saw that and I said, you know what? I don't know what I can do in this business, but I know this. I feel like I can get 4 and 4. I feel like I can get 4 people to do what I just did. And I also feel like I can get four customers that just want to use the products. And I did that. But here's where my coaching and teaching came in. I said, what if I taught those 4 to run the play? And my business grew to 16. And then I grabbed those 16 and I helped those 16 run the play and get 4. And it grew to 64. And I looked up at that point and I was making enough money to pay for the mortgage of our home. Now, that might not be big to you tonight, but that was huge for us. That was huge for me to relieve some of that stress. And then I just kept teaching and coaching. I helped 64 run the play, and then we built it to 256, and then we did it again. We had over 1,000 people, moved it to 1,024, and at that point, a little over a year in, we were making over 6 figures a year in this business. And we were helping a lot of other people create transformations on our products, but also start to drive a side revenue into their home. What a blessing. two biggest prayers today is better health and better finances. And we're able to provide both of these here. And then over time, we grew it into thousands just by running the play. And Aaron, that's what we do. It's truly the blocking and tackling of this business. And what I realized was I didn't have to be a great salesperson to do this. I didn't have to be a great recruiter to do this. What I had to do was do what I went to school for, and that's teach and coach. And I look up a decade later, and we've been blessed to earn millions of dollars in this industry. But what's more important to me now is to find other people that's just like me over a decade ago, that's sitting there going, you know what? I want a little more for my family financially. But I also realize the importance of health and good nutrition today. And if I can get both of those, why not lock my spot? And that's what I would challenge everybody to do tonight, is just lock your spot for less than $30. Lock your spot in the business, and then pick a pack that benefits you and plug into this company as we expand around the United States and globally, and share the name New Age. It's a special time. Aaron, thanks for having me on the call tonight.
Guys, thanks all of you for joining us. And if you're watching this, just get back with the person that invited you and say, you know what, I want to lock my spot. You guys get started, experience the products. And I'm telling you, what's going to happen is one day you're going to be asked and invited on a Zoom, and you're going to be a Coach Niblett, a Coach Johns, or a Coach Palmer. And you're going to say, hey, I used my skills teaching and coaching, and I was able to impact many people around the world. Hey, have a great rest of your night. Thanks, everybody. God bless.